Welcome to a brighter morning. This is 8 News Now with Kirsten Joyce, Sherry Swensk, and Brian Loftus.
More and more teens are going out of state to get the medical treatment they need, and this is especially true for young people who suffer from mental illness.
Yeah, according to the National Alliance on Mental Illness, more than 4 million children and teens suffer from serious mental disorders.
But now local teens who need help won't have to go very far for treatment. 8 News Now, Karen Castro is live at a brand new hospital hosting its grand opening today. Karen, how are you?
Hey, Petrani and Brian, good morning to both of you. Well, this new treatment facility is actually an expansion of the Montevista Hospital, but this new addition is one of the few psychiatric centers around the valley that only treats teenagers. Now, the 36,000 square foot building has 48 beds. They will have medical staff on site 24 hours a day. The hospital will provide long-term care for teens with severe mental illnesses. They treat everything from depression to ADHD and bipolar disorder. The services include evaluations, family therapy, and medication management. The hospital is owned by the private company Strategic Behavioral Health. They own facilities around the country but decided to open an adolescent psychiatric center here after their research found that an alarming number of kids in the valley were going out of state for treatment.
We're trying to make an attempt to bring some of those kids back here where they can be getting treatment closer to their families so that we can have better outcomes.
Now, the hospital will begin admitting patients a week from today. However, they will only have 12 beds available to begin with. Now, hospital officials say they want to give their medical staff some time to adjust to the new facility. And while this new inpatient center opens here, there is a local organization that provides some of the same services from the comfort of your home. Coming up in 30 minutes, we'll let you know how the mobile crisis response team helps kids here in the valley deal with mental illnesses without ever being admitted to a hospital. We'll have those details, Petrani and Brian, in the next half hour.
Thanks so much, Karen.
All right, Karen, thank you.
It's 6:33 right now. It is a health issue that many say needs more attention here in the valley. We're talking about teens and their state of mental health.
That's right. According to the National Alliance on Mental Illness, 21% of kids aged 9 to 17 have a diagnosable mental disorder. But here in Las Vegas, there just aren't enough services available for these kids, and many are forced to leave the state to get treatment.
And that's what we're talking about today. In fact, Karen Castro is live right now at a new residential medical center designed just for teens. Good morning, Karen. And we understand grand opening coming up in just a few hours.
Yeah, and later this morning they're going to host a grand opening for this new facility, and Montevista Hospital officials tell me that psychiatric treatment for teenagers here in the valley are scarce. Those services are very rare here in the valley, and that's why they decided to open this new facility. And they do offer numerous services. You're taking a look right now at a group therapy room. But what if you don't want to treat your child in a hospital? Well, there are options for you. Now, the Mobile Crisis Response Team is a group of about 13 medical professionals who respond to psychiatric emergency calls. They go to people's homes, schools, emergency rooms, and the juvenile detention center. Since the program kicked off in January, the team has helped 145 kids with mental issues, including Kelly Figueroa's son. One day during an episode, the crisis team went to his school to help him. Well, it turns out he was misdiagnosed with ADHD and really needed to be treated for bipolar disorder.
It was hard to accept it. That no, we're going to ignore it. Everything's going to be fine. But finally, I just had to accept, take classes, read a lot. I searched a lot of things on the internet. That's what helped me to accept it.
Figueroa's son is now 10 years old and continues to receive treatment, but has never been admitted to a hospital. And according to Janine Wimberly with the Mobile Crisis Response Team, that's exactly their goal.
Be able to come in with the families and work with them in a crisis situation and minimize that potential for hospitalization. We want to keep them connected in their schools. We want to keep them in their homes.
Now, Wimberly says the response team will double in size. This October, they received a grant from the state to expand their services. And back out here live, another look at the Montevista expansion. This is an inpatient facility. Grand opening happening today. You're taking a look at one of their many rooms. Again, this is a residential psychiatric center. They have 48 beds available. They will begin admitting patients starting next Monday, so a week from today. If you want more information on this hospital, hospital and also the mobile crisis response team. Just go to 8newsnow.com. Type in the keywords health, mental health, that is, guys.
Thanks so much, Karen.